What is up, everyone? Scott Brandt coming to you. Let me turn this down. This is a little loud, but Scott Brandt coming to you on this beautiful Saturday evening in Colorado Springs. And it's one of those things that I have to laugh because I've got my kids on the weekends. And my oldest asked me, she's like, Dad, when are you going to do your Facebook Live? I was like, I'll be doing it later. But it's funny because when kids see something, when people see something, they expect it, and it's becoming the normalcy and whatnot. It's funny when you hear that from somebody else that you just never thought it would impact it. And so I have to be grateful for that because it shows that my kids are watching, and just being consistent and showing up is a powerful thing. And so it's showing them that, hey, you've got to show up. If you have something that you want to do, you got to show up and whatnot. And then I was also notified that she had come across one of my videos. So I don't know which one it was, but it's all good. It just allows that to solidify, and she sees it happening, and she knows that if she sticks it out, she keeps showing up and being consistent, then it's going to happen. And I have to laugh for the background here. You know what it is. Let's go. We got some 2NS here and whatnot. So, but you can laugh at it, but got some ideas in regards with some merch. So good things coming out of that. And gotta love it and whatnot. But I was going over my notes from yesterday with the training that I was going through. And man, today was awesome because there were some things that were spoken that I've heard it before because it was from a speaker. And so he had discussed a process when it comes to formulating a speech, a talk, formulating your signature talk. And guess what? It's a powerful thing when you fully understand the concept. And so if you are looking for another avenue, some more tools maybe to enhance how you connect with somebody, how you connect with their heart, reach out to me. I'll share this information. I'll share the 4 steps in regards to creating your signature talk. So that way you can go make an impact and really bring forth change in the lives of others. But the one thing that really stuck out, and I meant to talk about this yesterday, but it just wasn't sitting there yesterday. So, but this was from the talk that Tim Story had given yesterday. And he said, life will knock the shout out of you. And then you'll be taken down to a whisper. So how many of you, because how many right now are at a point where you just don't feel you can be heard, or you have a message that you know somebody else needs to hear, but you question your message. You question who's going to listen, who's going to take hold of the message that you have, and just know that the impact that you can have. So are you limiting yourself, or are you going out there and just making big waves, doing big things to make big changes? And that's one of 2 things that Pete Vargas had talked about when it comes to your talks, when it comes to your speeches and whatnot. One is, what's the problem that you solve? And we all have some sort of product. We have some sort of solution, but it's not coming that route. It's coming in regards to what problems are you solving? And so you've got to go, hey, what's up, Patrick, man? You know what it is. Let's go. Big time here. Let's go. Looked like you guys had a great time on your weekend. So congratulations on another wonderful anniversary. But man, so the one thing that Pete had talked about was you need to talk about what problems you solve. And so for Patrick and I, when it comes to Two Native Sons, we are inspiring people to play full out, go in and take inspired action. And we are working to help people to create and live a Zafuji lifestyle. You're like, a Zafuji lifestyle? What the heck is he talking about? we've talked about this a couple times. We do have a stand. We have a stand on everything, but we want people to have this Zafuji mindset, this lifestyle, which it comes down to the lifestyle of zero fucks given. And it kind of goes hand in hand with what I've talked about when I'm interacting with people. You want people to either love you or hate you. Don't have people playing this middle ground of, I think I love Scott, I think I hate him. I don't know, there's something about him that is kind of unique, but it doesn't click with me. No, it's like you either love me or you hate me. And so it's one of these things that's what we're doing, to inspire people to go and take massive action, to go play full out and create a Zafuji lifestyle. Because if you're worried about what other people are thinking and you're driven on the validation of other people, your dreams and goals are never going to come to fruition. You're going to get to your deathbed and have regrets of, man, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have wrote that book. I wish I would have produced that podcast. I wish I would have gone and done more Facebook Lives. But I was scared because what was Uncle Bob going to say about me? Even though Uncle Bob lives in a van down by the river. Inside joke. But man, you've got to look at it. You've got a message in you, in your spirit, in your soul that somebody needs to hear. Somebody needs that inspiration to see what you've done to overcome the challenges, to overcome the obstacles that are part of your journey. Each of us have obstacles that we have to overcome. But are you going to allow those obstacles to define who you are? Or are you going to embrace those obstacles, overcome them, and grow and progress as a person? Because we have to understand that when we get to a certain level, going to that next level, you're going to face new devils. You're going to face new struggles. And so that is where it comes into play, that you have to surround yourself with people that see more in you than you see in yourself. And we have to understand, too, that as you're going to these certain levels of life, the people that came with you to get to this level may not be the same people that are going to go with you going to this next level, and so forth and so on. And so that's why we have to understand, we have to be open to embracing and bringing people into our circle, embracing and creating that tribe of people that dream big and see big. And we can't do it on our own. Too many people are like, well, I'm gonna keep this idea to myself because I'm scared somebody's gonna steal it. Guess what? They can steal your idea. Anybody can imitate a business. But guess what is going to make it stick out and be different from anybody else? That is your story. What are you doing to infuse your story to go and impact other people? Instead of worried about what other people are going to do, what other people are thinking and saying, you got to go out there and swing the bat. And if you make a mistake, if you fell, good. Failure is part of that. But too many people are like, I can't fail. I can't make a mistake. People think I know everything. I put up this front to say I know everything. And then now I've got to come and show the true face of who I am. It doesn't work, man. It doesn't work that way. You got to say, screw it. Throw all caution in the wind and go after it. Go after your dreams. And that's why I'm excited to see everything that's growing with 2NS. It's just one of those things that we're like, hey, here we go. All right, cool. Let's jump. Let's go. We have the how and the why, or the what and the why. The how will come as we're growing, as we're connecting with people, as people are seeing the vision, as people are buying into it. It will come. And we'll find those people that are meant to be part of this journey and meant to be part of this vehicle to make it grow and just go make a huge dent in the universe. Because I've stated it before, and I am steadfast to this. We will impact 10 million people. You may think and say, man, that's a big number. That's crazy that they think they're going to go impact 10 million people with one business. No, it's not crazy. It will get done. How long that takes, I don't know. But it will get done. And who knows, it may be more than 10 million people. We're going and we're getting ready to punch a dent and punch a hole in the universe. If you want to come with us, great, come with us. If you don't want to come with us, great. That's cool. We love you either way. Thanks for playing. Let's go. So I got another book. And so it's one of those things that as you're reading and whatnot, as you're starting to see things, as you start putting things into action, as you start taking this knowledge and put it into action and make an impact, it's huge. So this was a book that was recommended in The Buddha and the Badass, Moonshots by Naveen Jain. And when you think about moonshots, and that's something that I think I have got here, but there's a couple things that actually had really stuck out when looking at this, when reading it and whatnot. One was you don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing them by falling over. How many of you have kids that they were learning to walk and they fell down 30 times? You're like, sorry, kid, I don't think you're going to be a walker. I think you're just going to be somebody that's going to constantly fall down and never learn. No, you let your kid fall. You let your kid fail. You let your kid grow. And the funny thing is, I've talked to people about this. When you have kids, they'll fall down and they'll look at you and they're seeing if they can get a reaction, if there's a reaction that's coming. Because if you react and you start freaking out, that's what that kid's going to do. But if you look at it, you have the little smile on your face, you chuckle a little bit, they look at you, they're like, cool, all right, time to get up, keep going. And they learn to walk. And I've got a delay here, so I don't know, technology tonight, we'll see what's going on. So gotta love it. But in here, it was talking about building a business, building a dream, building a vision, doing something. As an entrepreneur, you've got to have these audacious goals. And that's what's going to set you apart. Having these audacious goals, having these large goals that people are like, you're crazy for even going after that. Great. You're going to get to a point where there's no competition because you're doing so much, such a large thing that people are scared. People are like, I can't do that. Great. Keep moving forward, keep pushing, inspire other people. Go do it. But they said when building something, make it a moonshot, make it count, make it bold, because while the brave may not live forever, the cautious do not live at all. Think about that. If you're cautious and you're scared to take risks, you're not living life. And it's one of those things that you gotta live life. But it's tough. It's one of those tough things and whatnot. And let me see here. So this kind of goes into the play of the whole aspect of being fearful, being scared of whatever. The second condition that holds us back, and perhaps the reason for the first, is a fear of failure. The fear of failure is so debilitating and immobilizing that it keeps many people from ever attempting to achieve anything at all. Indeed, the phrase "in your dreams" has come to mean don't even think about it. Why? Why do we do that? I don't know. It's one of those classes that I don't really want to get involved with because everybody sees things differently. Everybody looks at things differently. Everybody thinks differently. So I know what we're doing. I know what we have in store. I know what's coming down the pipeline. Here it comes. Let's go. Time to make big waves. Time to make big changes and whatnot. If you're with us, cool. If not, cool. Whatever. And then one other thing. Let me see here. Oh, no, there's two things in here. So our mindset is a mind-boggling, powerful entity. It is entirely responsible for the world we've created. Right there. The world that you've created. And you'll be like, I didn't create this world. No, what's around you, what's happening, you created it. Because your thoughts lead to feelings. Feelings lead to actions. Actions lead to results. And so you are the master of what's going on because your thoughts are creating it. And you'll be like, no, that's crazy. Okay, cool. You better start looking at things differently and whatnot. But like I said, I love you where you're at. If that's how you see things, cool. It's up to you. What up, Mike? But then it said, we will realize either the world we feared to imagine or the world we dare to dream. And it's just one of those things that, oh, man, I don't even know how to explain it. It's all right, as I make a lot of noise. But it's just with 2NS, what Patrick and I are doing, and taking advantage of different things that are available to us through podcasting, through YouTubes, through Facebook Lives, just anything to bring about change that we want to see. But yeah, like I said, if you have a message, if you have a story that you're trying to get out, you've got to, in regards, let people know the problem that you solve. And that is through who you are, your story. And then also take advantage of the stages of other people. Use their audience, use their community that they've built to share your message with. So if you're podcasting, go get on another podcaster's podcast, which actually that's something that will happen this Friday, this Friday coming up. Travis Brown, who I've talked a little bit in regards with the tool Pod Decks, I'll be going on to his show and just kind of doing a 20-question podcast. And I'm looking forward to that. But like I said, if you are looking at different ways to enhance your message, to get your message out there and really impact people, there's 4 things that you have to be mindful about. And if you'd like that information on the 4 things that you need to be mindful about, send me a private message. I'll share it with you so that way you can shape your message to really touch people and impact people. So other than that, thank you guys for your time. If you had any aha moments from this video, leave a comment. Love to hear what you took away, what really resonated with you, what stuck out. Maybe there's something that I spoke on that you look at it a little bit differently. Love to hear your idea and love to hear your perspective on that, just to see if there's something that maybe I haven't considered, because I love to see the perspective of other people, because that's the only way we're going to grow as individuals is by being able to consider the perspective of other people, understand that we all look at life through a different lens. But if we can do that and step and say, okay, this is what they're saying, this is how they're seeing it, is there something that I'm missing? It's a beautiful thing. It really is, because you're coming in with an open mind. An open mind is like an open parachute, and a parachute works best when it's open. But yeah, so, and like I always say, if there's something on your hearts, there's something in your mind, there's something in your spirit that you really want to get out, there's a message that you have that you want to share to impact other people, reach out to me, send me a private message, because I know we are at a point right now where a lot of people don't have the support. A lot of people do not have the people that see the potential in them and can pull it out of them, because a lot of people have given up on themselves. And so that's just something myself, Patrick with 2 Native Sons, and a lot of people that I know and trust and love are there to help other people out. So if you have anything, send me a private message, reach out. Would love to hear from you. Other than that, I thank you guys for your time. I love you guys. Peace. I'll catch you guys later. All right. Night.